everyone. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. Since declaring a state of emergency on homelessness, housing projects have been the priority of LA city leaders. Councilwoman Tracy Park and Mayor Bass spoke at the grand opening of 2 new buildings of permanent supportive housing for veterans that will also include access to professional assistance.
We are out here on the Veterans Administration campus in West Los Angeles, opening 2 new beautiful buildings of permanent supportive housing for our military veterans.
We know so many of our veterans have suffered out there for too long. And the idea that their suffering would come to an end when they move in a place like this beautiful campus, I think is exactly the type of way we need to honor and pay tribute to people who've sacrificed for our country.
There's approximately 123 beds in these 2 buildings, and that coupled with Building 209 in the background, which we brought on about 2017, it's about 170 units in total. These units are all 1-bedrooms and studio apartments. They're fairly large. They all come with full kitchens. The facility, the campus itself, is a few acres. 100% of the time there are staff on site, so there are managers in each building, there are supportive staff caregivers in each building, and so it's really a lot. When you couple that with the actual medical facility being just down the road, they have full service everything here.
We have currently about 4,000 homeless veterans on the streets in Los Angeles, and providing each one of them with a place to call home, the supportive services that they need, and access to the VA healthcare system is the very least that we can do to provide for those men and women who have served our country.
This is so important for the city of Los Angeles because we have the highest population of homeless vets in the country. And so last year we've housed over 1,000 vets. This year we'll house over 1,500 vets, which is the most of any city in the country.
It is wonderful to do these developments, but the idea of the vision of what this will eventually be, a village where veterans will have a sense of community, where I know that there will be activities. And I also know that the surrounding neighborhood, when I represented this area years ago in the State House, is very, very committed to the veterans on this campus.
Our supportive services, our case management, our 24/7 staff enable individuals to have the time to stabilize, to get adjusted, to have dignity, and to ultimately recover and build their lives.
It is believed that 1 large tree can provide a day's supply of oxygen for 4 people. Streets LA, in collaboration with Councilmember Eunices Hernandez, recently planted sacred pink trumpet trees along what will be known as the Maya Corridor. The event brought together community members to celebrate Earth Day and cultural unity.
Right now, we are in CD1, right across the street from Rampart, where we're here to celebrate Earth Day, but also to uplift the Maya community and the future Mayan corridor.
Today we're planting the sacred trees, the pink trumpet trees, and we're going to be planting about 12 or 16 trees this morning.
Streets LA is the lead designer for this project. It's a 3/4-mile placemaking project along 6th Street from Carondelet to Loma Drive, and we are installing 2 gateway monuments at the beginning and end of the corridor, and also we will be placing 5 custom intersection paving in 5 intersections here, as well as planting trees, which is what we're celebrating today. We'll be planting 12 trees, and then City Plans will be planting the remaining of the trees along this corridor. Many departments are involved, however, Streets LA is the lead designer for the project.
I feel truly privileged, but also just really excited to see the work that community has done to get us to this moment. It's something that's really powerful to see the various communities coming together to put one message forward. And now we're here at fruition of what they've been asking for. So I just feel honored that we can help provide that for them and help create deeper respect and understanding and uplifting of the Mayan community.
Part of this district, there's a very large Mayan community, and it's a very diverse Maya community. It's not just one ethnic background, but it's several ethnic backgrounds. We have the Quiche, the Canjobal, the Cachiquel, the Yucatec Maya, the Mon, among others. It's going to be a cultural hub for many purposes, to highlight art, to highlight language, to highlight diversity.
LA is home to the largest Maya communities in the world, and so this project is just showing this community a little bit of love. Grateful that you all have organized this, and count on us to also continue to uplift the Maya community.
Information is power, which is why an Autism Acceptance Resource Fair was recently held in Chatsworth. Families with autistic members could learn about city resources and support available to them and celebrate people of all abilities. Check it out.
Today we are at our Autism Acceptance event. It used to be, we used to always term it as Autism Awareness Month, but now we're trying to change that over to Autism Acceptance. So what we're trying to do is offer all these different services to families who have children who are on the spectrum. We're trying to make sure that families that have kids that are on the spectrum celebrate it, that they understand that they're not alone, that they have all these different services available to them, and that they should reach out and learn about them.
I represent the City of Los Angeles' Department on Disability. One of the things that we do within our department is that we support the community. We support community organizations that are providing these services and working with these communities that they're a part of. April is the Autism Acceptance Month now. Really, we want to make sure that families know that their family member, or they themselves, if they have autism, are welcome and part of our community, and we want to find ways to have everyone kind of be included in our community.
Family Focus Resource Center was lucky enough to be asked by John Lee's office to come to this event today. Family Focus Resource Center is a program based out of Cal State University Northridge, and we really love to help families that have kids with disabilities or a special need navigate everything that's thrown at them when their child is diagnosed. I feel like making more events like this and having autism awareness and acceptance be more out there, it's going to help families that maybe are nervous about having that diagnosis, who feel that it's going to ruin their lives. It's not. Your life is going to be totally fine. Your kids are going to get what they need, but you have to be their advocate. I have 2 children on the spectrum. My boys are now 16 and 13. Just because my children have a diagnosis of autism doesn't make them different or weird. They just have to learn differently or need some additional accommodations in some areas. But I personally think my children are perfect. And so hopefully this will make people feel more comfortable with those diagnoses.
Going out from my office to go out to speak to different groups is so important, because so many families, they just don't know what is available to them there. And we're trying to change that. Working with kids with autism was the first community service I ever did when I was 13 years old in this community. And so it's great to be able to be the council member that represents this area and to sort of bring this to the forefront and make sure that our whole community makes sure that this month and every month is Autism Acceptance Month.
To learn more about the assistance and resources provided by the LA Department on Disability, visit disability.lacity.gov. A career in the arts can seem more like a dream than a reality. To help students discover different opportunities in the music industry, Councilmember Curran Price and the Grammy Museum held a career day for high schoolers. Industry leaders shared their personal journeys and inspired future music professionals.
So today we're at Manual Arts High School in Council District 9, and we had a wonderful program, the Grammy Career Day, where we brought music industry professionals and a moderator from the Grammy Museum to talk to the students about what's possible in terms of careers in the music industry.
This is part of our Career Day initiative, and it's really where we bring practitioners in the field, industry professionals, out to speak to students about careers in music that they might not know about. So we come to the students. I think that's meaningful. I think it shows that, we want to be in the community, we're part of their world, and that the museum extends into their school and into their neighborhoods. Because we're really here to serve our constituents in LA, and I think this is a way to do that. It's one step towards that.
I didn't have anything like that when I was in school, so having the opportunity to talk to industry professionals in very different fields, management, artists, musician, educator, it's good for them to see that there's possibilities. There's a lot of different things, so if they want to go down this path, they can. They're worthy. There's no reason why they can't.
I'm going to be there someday.
I think it's important for us to be here because we're all relatively young. We're just starting our lives and we're just figuring out what careers we want to start in and what careers we want to do. I think it's important for everybody that's here to be involved with this so that the information that people get from this program, they can carry it on into the future and maybe persuade themselves into thinking of better ways to advance their careers.
I was really fascinated about different perspectives on the music industry, and it was really insightful, I'd say. I am a musician myself for my high school band right now, and there's always been programs for other career paths, and this is also a career path that people are interested in. So there should be programs like this that teach students like me knowledge that they need, knowledge that they'll gain. It's just a good experience overall.
What are some of the jobs you guys want to do? Just shout it out. This type of knowledge, you can get it from school, you can get it from, online, but when you're getting it from the people who is actually doing it, actually working in the field, is nothing like it. So to have all of these amazing panelists who are active in the music industry share their knowledge with these students here, you get nothing like that anywhere else. So that's why it's important for us to be here today.
New traffic signals are installed to help bike safety. The LADWP launches an interactive map showing pole replacement progress, and LA Metro's GoPass pilot program gets extended. These stories up next on CityBeats.
The intersection of 37th and Figueroa received new traffic signals to bring added safety to Council District 1. The event was a collaboration between Councilmember Eunices Hernandez, LA Department of Transportation, and community partners. The road has been deemed hazardous, with several bike riders having lost their lives in this section of Cypress Park. For more info on Council District 1 and future projects of the LADOT, visit cd1.lacity.gov and ladot.lacity.org. The LA Department of Water and Power, LADWP, has launched a website to share the locations and daily progress of priority pole replacement work. LADWP crews are currently working as quickly as possible to clear the backlog of repairs to power poles, cross arms, and other electrical equipment. Customers can track the ongoing work through an interactive map, which is updated daily by LADWP, showing the location of poles to be repaired. LADWP reminds its customers to never touch a downed or dangling wire. Always assume it is energized and report it immediately by calling 911. For more info, visit ladwp.com/priority repairs or call 1-800-DIAL-DWP. LA's Metro is extending the popular GoPass program, which provides free fares for LA County K-14 students through June 30th, 2024. The GoPass pilot program provides a free transit pass, lowering students' educational costs while giving them reliable transportation to school. Growing in popularity since its launch, over 241,000 students are registered, with more than 100 school districts and 1,400 schools now participating. Providing free fares removes the burden of transit costs and improves access to schools, employment, medical care, and more for students and their families. For more information about Metro's GoPass Fairless Pass program, please visit metro.net/GoPass.
If you're thinking of buying an electric vehicle, it may help to know about incentive programs available. The South Coast Air Quality Management District is offering rebates for residential charging stations. Councilmember Nithya Raman explains how you can help the environment while saving money.
So residents who are within the South Coast Air Quality Management District might qualify for up to $500 for the installation of a Level 2 electric vehicle charger at their home. Rebates are usually $250. You get them on a first-come, first-served basis, and depending on your income level, you may qualify for an additional $250 rebate. The rebate only applies towards hardware costs. It doesn't go towards permits or installation costs. The charger needs to be installed at a 240-volt outlet and needs to be installed by a licensed electrician. Level 2 charging, which is covered by this rebate, is way more efficient. It can be faster, particularly for battery electric or plug-in electric vehicles. Battery electric vehicles usually have a range between 80 to 300 miles. Plug-in electric vehicles usually have a range of 40 to 50 miles and then operate on gasoline. So you do need a lot of required documentation for this. You need to have a final approved building and safety permit, a proof of charger purchase, a copy of your utility bill, DMV registration for your vehicle, and an installation photo. Remember that only new chargers are eligible for a rebate. Installations will require a final approved building permit to demonstrate that the charger has been safely installed at the residence. Once an application is submitted, staff is going to verify that you've submitted all of the required documentation, and then you should get your rebate within 4 to 6 weeks. Just look up the AQMD.gov page for more information on the Residential Electric Vehicle Charging Incentive Program.
Did you know that LA County is the country's largest small business economy? Los Angeles recently held its first LA Region Small Business Summit with support from the mayor's office. This event provided present and future small business owners with information and resources to help them succeed. Check it out.
Today, we're here at LA Trade Tech for the LA Region Small Business Summit. This is the first of its kind in the region. We partnered with the Mayor's Office of LA to celebrate Small Business Week and also bring together thousands of small businesses for panels and speakers and resources, and really making sure that today folks have access to technical assistance, to contracting opportunities, to grant opportunities, and leave with something that helps them grow and thrive.
Many businesses are in need of support, financially. So not only do we offer the assistance to be able to package a loan or a grant, but we help them evaluate their finances and ensure that they can receive these services for free, and or if they acquire a loan, that it is the best loan for their business.
We're here today to share what LA Business Source has done for our company. We're really lucky to say that we've had a mentorship and a good community building, and because of them we've had access to capital to grow our company from 40 employees to now we offer over 250 jobs.
We're encouraging folks to shop local. We are pro small business all the time, so make sure that when you're going for coffee or you're going for lunch or you're buying something that your house needs, make sure you shop in your community. Every dollar that you spend in LA County stays in LA County and contributes to the vibrancy of our economy.
We're bringing all these resources to them. It's up to them to take advantage of these resources and make sure they get whatever they need to make their business complete and run smoothly.
For more information about present and upcoming programs from the Economic and Workforce Development Department, visit ewdd.lacity.org. According to American poet Carl Sandburg, poetry is an echo asking a shadow to dance. In celebration of National Poetry Month, the Pico Union Library became a little livelier than usual thanks to the Friends of the Public Library's Poetry Fest and Resource Fair. Let's take a look.
We're here at the Pico Union branch to celebrate the Pico Union Friends of the Library. They had a poetry fest today, and also they're here to welcome new members to the Friends of the Library group.
We're celebrating this beautiful space. We're celebrating Friends of the Public Library here. And this is also National Poetry Month. So we're celebrating the community, we're celebrating the kids who wrote some amazing poems, the people here, and the poetry that is in Pico Union.
I think it really re-emphasizes how important libraries are in our community. Certainly the books, but there are all other types of offerings here, resources for all members of the community, no matter what age. And so I think it's just another really great example of how libraries serve us all.
It's taken us a while to welcome our communities back into our libraries, and I think an event like this is really important because it reintroduces our community to libraries, reminds them about why we're so important, and also just this event is amazing. There are so many people here. It's just such a good feeling to walk into a very full library full of people, and it's just lovely.
It's a packed house, and I hope people will come back to the library and keep supporting, keep finding those good books they love, and keep writing poetry.
I was just so proud to be part of it. I'm always in support of libraries, and I always will be. So shout out to Pico Union Library, where poetry lives.
In this week's feature story, our own Maria Hall-Brown sits down with the city librarian for Los Angeles, John Szabo. Set in the majestic Central Library, this interview uncovers the unique aspects of this historic building, its 150th anniversary exhibition, and other curiosities visitors can discover. Let's hear the story.
Well, it is the third largest public library in the United States in terms of books and periodicals, but it is so much more. And I am delighted to be joined today by the city librarian for Los Angeles, John Szabo. So nice to have you here.
It's so wonderful to be here. Thank you for coming to the library.
I have to say right off the bat, you must love coming to work.
I adore coming to work. I love my job, and you're absolutely right. The LA Public Library is full of surprises. The things that we do and the ways in which we serve Angelinos is so diverse, so wonderful, and we're all really proud of it here. This exhibit is particularly special because it celebrates 150 years of history of this institution. And people in this city adore Central Library. They love this building. The Central Library is about discovery. You could have been here 50 times and you come on your 51st visit and you will absolutely find something, see something, a piece of public art, a collection, an exhibit, something that you've not seen before. And that's really special.
And you must, when you come in, look up.
Always.
What? These ceilings?
I do. And you know, I've worked here a while and I'm very familiar with this building, but I often will find a different vantage point, a point of view of a ceiling, a chandelier, a mural, just a space that I've not noticed before. And I think, oh my goodness, this is so spectacular.
So some of the greatest libraries on the planet have the rare collection,
Yes.
those things that people will travel many, many miles to actually have opportunities to see. Do we have that sort of opportunity here in Los Angeles?
Oh my heavens, do we ever. We have a collection of about 35,000 rare book volumes. We also have one of the largest photographic collections in the Western U.S. with over 3.4 million images. And that's the beauty of the public library, is that you don't have to have scholar credentials in order to see that content.
Okay, so if people want to come enjoy the space, how do they get in touch?
The place to go is lapl.org, which is our website. And also I would encourage your viewers to follow us on social media. We're on all social media platforms, and we have a great social media presence. So that's a great way as well.
Well, thank you, John. This has been so much fun.
Thank you so much, and I hope everyone comes to the LA Public Library.
Attend the 18th annual Celebrating Words Festival. Celebrate Jewish American Heritage Month with storyteller Karen Golden, or enjoy the screening of Dear Corky at the Pico House. All this up next on Things to Do.
Join the Department of Cultural Affairs grantee Tia Chucha's Central Cultural and Bookstore for the 18th annual Celebrating Words Festival. Enjoy an afternoon of live music and poetry, as well as creative workshops. 1,300 books will be given away to Spanish and English readers of all ages. This year, there's a newly added grounding space where families can engage with plants and the outdoors, as well as yoga, cooking, and a 25-foot rock climbing wall. Don't miss the Celebrating Words Festival, Saturday, May 20th from 2 to 7 p.m. at the Vaughn G3 Academy in Pacoima. Log on to tiachucha.org for more information. The LA Public Library wants you to join in celebrating Jewish American History Month throughout the month of May. Artist and musician Karen Golden will take you on a journey from Eastern Europe, Israel, North Africa, and up your street. Golden brings her unique storytelling, seamlessly weaving Jewish family stories that are both playful and serious, animating different characters with sound effects. She plays saxophone, recorder, accordion, and leaves her audience feeling entertained and inspired to make the world a better place. Don't miss Jewish Stories from Up Your Street and Around the World at the LA Central Library, Saturday, May 20th, starting at 2 p.m. For more information, log on to lapl.org/events. El Pueblo, along with the Friends of the Chinese American Museum, are proud to screen the film Dear Corky. The documentary takes an intimate look at the life of Corky Lee, the unofficial photographer laureate who captured pivotal moments in Asian American history. For over 50 years, the New York native documented his hometown's Chinatown and Asian American communities around the country. Lee's strong sense of social justice drove him to capture activists, celebrities, and everyday heroes, taking over 100,000 photos. Don't miss the Dear Corky film screening and conversation Tuesday, May 23rd, starting at 6:30 p.m. at the Pico House. Log on to camla.org/Dear Corky for more information. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's it for this edition. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.